So Jake and Kelly Freeberg, we've lived here for 5 years now. Home's on 6 acres, and our house is nicely nestled into the back of the 6 acres, and we really enjoy spending time in the backyard. And the nice part about the way our home is situated and set up is that we're able to kind of keep it nestled up against the river and really kind of, work on a space that we can make the way we want it to be, but yet leave the rest of the 6 acres more natural and kind of made a nice little boundary property line on that. We definitely toyed around with several different options and different ideas, and working with Jeremiah was fantastic because I don't know how well we articulated our ideas, but he certainly picked up on everything, all of our cues, all of our different ideas. He prompted a lot of his own ideas, which really blended well with what we went on. Again, several different ideas we went through, and he was just always very responsive, always willing to help and then kind of help shape and really show us ideas. And turning around really quickly, it made a huge impact on the overall project.
He was also very flexible, which I loved. I never felt bad about saying, hey, could we switch stone colors? Could we do these different things? Even to the point, as silly as it is, I love being barefoot in my garden, and he let me come out, and feel different stones on feet and stuff. He just went above and beyond to really help us bring it to what we wanted it to be, which was really wonderful. So I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I was here all the time when they were here. And I even told John this. John is absolutely wonderful too. He was always here, made you feel good about everything going on. And every time I call, he'd pick up, he was always just right there. But every single crew member, I always came out. I love talking to people and, and they're all so friendly and so chatty. And I really enjoyed them being here. I didn't mind them here. They were always so clean. They pick up and I love that all of them would chat with me and really let me know their thoughts as well, because some of it, they would always lay it out for me, whatever we were talking about, whether it was plants or stones or whatever. And I would like their perspective a lot. They've done this a lot more than me, and all their information, and I really appreciated the help of making the decision. They'd come in and do so much, and you come back and you wouldn't even know they were here. They would make it so clean, which I was always kind of like, wow, you're gonna come back tomorrow, it's okay. But it was really nice because you could come outside and you could enjoy what had been done and, in that moment, and not, feel like you were in a construction site all the time. So it did make a big difference.
Yeah, it was very exciting to come home from work and just even over an 8-hour period, especially when the first major stages, when they were tearing out a lot of the stuff on the side, had the big equipment in, I'd come in and we're starting to lay some new stones, and just like, oh wow, all that got done today. It was very cool to see it take shape, seeing it on in the CAD renderings that Jeremiah would do, or pictures and images, very helpful. But seeing it in real life, you get to see the scale, the perspective. It was fun.
Yeah, even doing the waterfall. Artemio helped build the waterfall, and I and Jeff went up to the stone place to pick out stones, and he would just crawl up these big piles and be like, this one, that, they're just great. All of them are just great to work with. They're really enjoyable.
At one point we had the entire rooftop on that deck lifted up over a house with a giant crane so that they could, rework the underpinnings of it and just make sure that it was, not only done very well, but also very safe, right? And the location is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime location. I don't think you could possibly do that again, but it was already there. We wanted to maintain that, so they went above and beyond to make sure. It's as solid as it could be right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turned out really well.
Well, as far as the garden space goes, the far over by the greenhouse and the waterfall, that's my happy place over there. It brings so much serenity over there. So it's a mix of, I love flowers and just learning to grow my own food, and we have tons of fruit trees and playing with all the different raised beds and putting different things, and my kids get to grow their pumpkins on Halloween, and they just love that. They think it's so fun. So it's just a very peaceful place over there, and I just absolutely love it. And we put speakers everywhere but there. That's kind of like the quiet little sanctuary, and everywhere else has the fun party speakers. So it's a nice little place over there.
Yeah, it's fun to go down there and just pick a strawberry or snap peas that are going right now, and you just roam around through there, and it's very quiet and peaceful, and grab a little snack here and there. But And as far as the upper area, we have people out here all the time. We're out here ourselves all the time. Kelly spends most mornings drinking a cup of coffee before the rest of the house is up, enjoying the sounds, the river, the birds, and sitting in a swinging day bed. We'll have people over and we sit around the fire most nights or several nights a week, and it's nice to come out and just enjoy something instead of have to worry about another area you have to work on.
And down at the hot tub, I do have to say there's been plenty of times since this has been done that we've been down in the evening in the hot tub and you look up at the house and all the beautiful garden and the wall glowing because the uplighting that Malone's put on it and finished the veneer on the wall. And I have to go, holy crap, I live here. Like it's so beautiful. So yeah, it makes me happy.
When we do recommend Malone's, the people that we talk to about, the first thing we mention is that Malone's actually cares what's going on and they want to see your vision. They want to work with you and make sure that all your ideas that you're thinking of can be considered and thought through and show you what it might look like, and then make sure that when we get that idea, that final vision, though we're going to make it happen and then work with you along that process. They're going to make sure it's continuing to go down the path you want to go. They're going to work with you. They're going to be very, they can communicate very well. They make it simple and something that can be very complex.
There's some companies where you feel like you have to hover, like micromanage to get a certain level, and I don't feel like that with Malone's. I feel like I know no matter what they're gonna do, it's gonna be top quality, which is a really good feeling.